Hello guys, welcome back to another weekly outlook. If you're new, welcome. This is Pledge. I'll be going over what I'll be looking to see in the forex market this coming week. I'd appreciate if you guys hit that subscribe button and notification bell to get notified whenever I release these videos, because I release them weekly. With that, let's get into it. Well, wait. Before we get into this video, please subscribe. That's it. Thanks. So as always, we got to check the economic calendar to see what could catalyze or invalidate our setups. This week is not looking to be a busy week, unless for the FOMC meeting, which is on Thursday for the dollar. So, as well as the unemployment claims, there isn't promising to be anything really influential. What could be influential is the FOMC meeting on Wednesday, and give or take the unemployment claims. So with this, let's get into the markets and see what setups are looking to unfold this coming week. So we are looking for the markets to come for this highs, which it did, but not much retracements except for this one. Let me just clean up this real quick. Well, firstly, as you can see, an FEG was filled before taking out that high, so we're still pretty much bullish. What I could be expecting to see this coming week, I'll go on the daily because the daily isn't offering much information, right? Let me do this. So we can see on this that there's the weekly FEG, right? Of which the 50% retracement, we could be looking to see it here, right? So, and it's already taken out of this high, right? So what we could be looking to see, it's for the market to still push into this FEG, but the way for it to retrace, we could be looking at for it to retrace in this weekly FEG. Let me just that's the weekly FEG. Weekly FEG, right? So let me just do this as well, right? So yeah, the more scattered the lower time frame, is always best to go to the higher time frames to have a better idea on what we could be looking to see or anticipate, as you can see there. So what I could be expecting to see this coming week, as you can see right there, to come into this FEG, there's previous week low. So what I'd be anticipating to see is to take out that weekly low, tap the FEG, then continue to the upside. So that's the reaction of which I'd be looking to see, or we could be looking to get into the 50% of this FEG, right? So we could be looking at something like this. That's something of which I'd be looking to see, but I'd be pretty much interested if they come for the bi-weekly FEG, because there isn't much we could be saying. We could be looking to see on the lower time frames. The daily isn't showing us any references except for these, but then which they are covered by the weekly FEG. So we'll just have to see. On the 4 hour, right? I could be looking to see something like this, right? We can see right there. It's already making, let me do this. Right, so you can have a clear understanding of what's happening. We also have these OBs, right? Let me put them in a way where we can see them, as well as the only way for them to come to this area, right, is for them to take out this previous week low and just tap the FEG, then continue, or they could just decide to write it over here. It's one of the possibilities of which they could do. So there's this. Let me remove this. Or they take out previous week high, follow on the 50% FEG, then start falling, right? That's what I'd be looking to see. If they open by going to the downside, I'm only looking for them to take out the previous week low, then continue to the upside. We'll just have to see on how they intend on opening up. So that's what I'm seeing on the DXY. We'll just have to see on how they open. With that, let's see what the euro dollar and the pound dollar are setting, how they are setting up. So you can see right there, right? Last week it didn't actually give us much retracement and less of this FEG, right? Even though it closed above it, so it may have caused uncertainty in our buyers on whether they are planning a deeper retracement, but they just followed up with the trend. See right here, they've taken out this low, right? And possibly could be coming for that low as well. So that's what I'd be convinced for them to do, is to come for that second low. Place of which they could retrace is right here to this. Right there. Weekly FEG. So what I could be expecting them to do is to come here even though the retracement is kind of a long way, closest thing is for them to take out this and just start reversing. So we'll just have to see on what they intend to do. That's what the two things I'm seeing on the weekly time frame. So this FEG is covered by the weekly. So even though we don't have any referral areas, I'd be looking for them to just take out this low or go to the weekly FEG, then continue with the trend. That's the two scenarios of which I'd be looking to see this coming week on the euro dollar. So on the pound dollars, we can see not much sure if they'd be looking to come for this FEG, right? For this daily FEG. Of which they could and possibly take out this low. That's the best way I wouldn't say best, but that's the most high probable that I'm looking to see. As you can see on this daily FEG, unlike the euro, the pound dollar is giving us a good reference point to continue selling, because it's most highly unlikely with this much momentum that they could come for this FEG, though they might, but it's highly unlikely. What I could be expecting for them to see, for them to do, come retest that FEG, continue selling. If they open up by taking previous week's low, I'd be expecting them to reach this FEG, then start showing some bullish order flow. That's the two scenarios of which I'm looking to see. And I'm liking how the pound dollar is sitting. Anyway, they retrace into that daily FEG to sell off. I'd be entering there, then looking to take profits on this FEG. And if they decide otherwise, that they're still intending on going to the downside, if they show signs of that, then I might just hold it to come to this low. But then I think as far as I'd be looking to sell, I might just take them on that FEG on the weekly, because that's the daily. There's nothing to feel, right? There's actually nothing to feel for the pound dollar unless this FEG, right? Either they may come to it or not, as we can also see that FEG we saw on the daily, where I'd think it's highly unlikely that they'd come to that area right there to retrace from. But if they do, I'd be interested. So that's what I'm seeing on the pound dollar for this coming week. So on the dollar CAD, there isn't much we're expecting them to maybe react from this week, right? I remember then, or take out that high. It took it out, didn't give much of a reaction, still continued to the upside, right? So on the daily, what they aren't giving us much reference areas for us to be looking to. As we can see, they filled this FEG already. So what possibly could happen is that Monday they could just continue to the upside. It's a thing that most likely it happens, right? So that's one thing that we could be looking to see. Now, whether or not that they might come for this high, right? It's something else of which I wouldn't place much faith on, but looking at how things are feeling this FEG, this is the breakaway value, right? So they probably not gonna come for back to this area. They could just continue or maybe take out that high, then start selling. That's one thing that I'd be looking for on the dollar CAD. Nothing much I'd say it's intriguing me on this unless they come for that high, right, and start giving us some very shorter flow, or they could just continue with what they have going on right here, which is just testing this FEG, as you can see right there. Even though there's some candles that closed below it, which, as I say, could be can cause uncertainty in the bias that you might have in mind, that all they starting to sell off now. They closed below, they come back inside, just causes uncertainty, and in most cases causes a loss of money. So I'd be interested in seeing them take out that previous week high, or just maybe create an FVG, right, for them to just come and tap it and just continue to the downside. That's what I'd be interested in seeing from the dollar CAD this coming week. So on gold, I remember think that they could come to this OB. I don't know if in other markets it actually hit. Let me just check other markets if the daily OB was actually hit or not. Still not hit. I see markets, right, we still not hit. So you can see that either way, the OB, this OB that I'm looking for right here, in all the markets or brokers is still not hit. This is a great way to see if because if you're trading according to a certain broker, they might hit certain price and just reverse. That's why I think it's why some people like features so much in certain markets. Brokers, you can see, oh, they hit this price, oh, they didn't hit this price, and it's a great way to see those kind of things of whether they might just leave this area and just to find out that in a certain market or broker they actually hit that um market and just left. So either way it wasn't hit. So let me do this right. we're expecting it to come to this FVG, but it just sold off. Last time we were looking for biases on gold, it didn't even hit there. It just went for straight away to nearly hitting that OB. That's one of the scenarios of which I would have taken the trade if it hit, but it didn't. Another thing we could be looking to see right here, right, as we can all see that FVG, this FVG right here, they closed above it, right? It's one of those things we might have anticipated that they could actually react in here. They didn't. They went up and closed above, so possibly telling us that gold is still going higher. As you can see right there. So what I'd be anticipating or looking to see this coming week is for them to tap that FVG, continue to the upside, or they could just take out that previous week high. Sorry, they could take out that previous week high, tap the OB, right, and sell to that daily FVG. One of the two is what I'd be expecting to see this coming week. We'll just have to see, or they could just come into this OB, right, and just weak it only to tap that FVG that's on the upside. So that's my ideas on what I'd be expecting to see this coming week in the market. I hope this video helps you guys with making your own trading decisions. And guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you see this video helping somebody else, feel free to share it. With that one, guys, till the next one, peace.